I don't think so. I think you just play it, yeah. All right.
It's good that we didn't.
Okay.
We are live. Happy New Year, everybody. We are back at the rink for our first game of 2026. The Glenbrook Titan Junior Varsity Hockey Team is taking on New Trier's JV team tonight. My name is Franco Francesi. I am joined by Adam Sidoti tonight to do a little bit of play-by-play and bring you a little entertainment, hopefully, while the boys battle it out on the ice. How you doing, Adam?
I'm doing well. It was a relaxing break. Did you go anywhere?
No, I was local. I was in Arizona for 3 days, but it was right between Christmas, and I flew back on New Year's Eve. How about you?
Stayed in town.
Okay.
You know, just got 1 day of skiing in there. You know, so
excellent.
Yeah,
excellent. Yeah, there hasn't been a lot of snow anywhere, really.
No.
Like I was even out in like Park City and like parts of Colorado, didn't have much snow there either. So.
Yeah, I saw lots of pictures of slopes without snow. And, it's a lot of money to spend to go out skiing to not be able to ski, right?
Puts a hamper on that skiing vacation for sure. So.
Sure does. And we're back here tonight. We're almost at full strength.
Yeah,
we came close to being at full strength.
It's really nice to see some of the other boys getting out on the ice that have been out, namely Wisniewski, right? I think he's back today, which is great to see. He hurt his elbow a couple of about a month and a half or maybe even 2 months ago now. So we've been without him. He's such a big, strong presence in the middle for us, and we've missed him for sure. So.
Yeah, the team managed to kind of tread water in the meantime, winning some big games. But certainly, you know, getting a top 6 forward back at this point of the season, a stretch run before the playoffs, we think will help. And we're about to get started here. Seth Weiss taking the face-off, and that's one back to Zach Sabev, who throws that puck into the zone, giving chase. Elliot Sims able to force that turnover. Weiss fighting with the puck, and New Trier takes that in white and tries to get it out. It's deflected. Friend has it, and he's going to throw that all the way back in. It's going to wrap around the board. Sims again applying some pressure, gets it to Weiss, but bounces back away from him. And New Trier trying to take the puck up on a run. They've got a 3-on-2. Zach Sabev pushes him wide, loses his footing, but the puck kind of goes harmlessly into the corner. Zach now with the puck, crossing over into the neutral zone, and still with the puck, makes 1 move, 2 moves, then takes it all the way in and gets pushed down. Nice play by the defense for New Trier. And GBS Hudgens onto the ice with a good back check there.
Awesome job by Sabev to make a play from his back.
And force an icing out of that one, huh?
So as a reminder, this is game 3 of the series between us and New Trier this season, I should say, not year. And we've split with them, right? Like we won 1 and we've lost 1. So
correct.
This is for all the marbles here.
The rubber match. And Wisniewski on the ice takes that face-off and wins it back over to Friedman, who throws it on the boards behind the net. Puck kind of bouncing around. Good to see Wisniewski out there. We'll see if I'm sure he feels a little rusty. And New Trier gets that puck out. Good break out there. They're taking down a 2-on-2. Friedman with a good stick there to knock that away. And on to Wisniewski, who takes it into the zone, pushed off the puck. And New Trier trying to turn it around. A little back and forth action here as they throw it behind the net. And their goalie hasn't had an opportunity to be Mr. Sitt. Connor Sitt in net. And this time he makes their save. Good shot, good save there. Puck is loose. New Trier has it, trying to pass that behind the net. It's blocked. Out to the point, sliding it over to the middle. Good pass number 2, but good play by Friedman there to knock that puck away. And it clears the zone. Hudgens has it, and he's going to throw that back and go for a change. It looks like we're going to get some new skaters onto the ice. Francesi onto the ice on defense, and Smith out there. Sidoti, Kozak, and Wisniewski still on the ice. Some miscommunication there as Francesi and Sidoti both kind of didn't really go after that puck, and so it ends up being pushed over, but cleared the zone anyway. Kozak with some good speed there on the forecheck. And New Trier evades that and comes out with the breakout. Number 19 throws it toward the middle, nobody there. And we have a whistle. It looks like the net may have come off.
Yeah, both teams kind of counterpunching. No real shots on goal though yet. And we'll see how the boys now react and see if they can get some possession in the New Trier zone here. But for now, face off in our area.
Brown's taking the face off here, and he wins it over to Smith. Smith pushes it across. Franchese and Sidoti meeting in the corner there, but the Trevians get that and throw it behind the net. Brown now throws it to the middle. It gets intercepted, thrown into the corner. Lohmeyer, one of the better players, taking it into the zone. Sidoti forces him wide and then offsides. So number 19, Dion, was drawn offsides there.
Nice job by the forward there, Sidoti, to apply a little, just enough pressure and time to force the Trevians offsides.
Face-off is one forward. Trevians, though, are able to knock that puck in. And Smith has it on his stick. He's going to take it behind the net and spin around the corner. He loses it, and nobody was there to pick it up, so Trevians jumped on that one. Sidoti with a good check there to knock that puck away, but then throws it into no man's land. And Franchese has to go into the corner to dig it out, and he does, but he gets it right to the point, and the shot is blocked, deflected there by Kozak. Gets it out to Sidoti, gets it over the line, absorbed a little bit of a hit. And New Trier's coming back in now with some numbers, but a good poke there by 64, Friedman, who gets it ahead to Weiss, who almost had a good opportunity for a breakaway, but he's by himself down there. Sims joining him. Good pass by New Trier to start the breakout. And they're just going to throw it down, and they're getting some changes behind the play as well. So both teams just sort of feeling each other out right now, I would say. Rudd with a nice play there to kind of knock the glove that one down. He's continuing to battle in the corner. The puck comes loose. Friedman has it behind the net, and he pokes it over to where Udesky was, but unable to get that out. Here comes Udesky with the puck over the center line and throws it down underneath the net. Forecheck applied by Friedman, but the puck bounces out, and a good job by Udesky to deflect that one and prevent it from coming out of the zone. And it finally does, scored all the way out to center ice, where Friedman gets it over to Weiss. Bounce pass off the boards, a little too long for Udesky. Trier has it, using the body to shield the puck, taking it through the zone, building something here. It was a 2-on-3, but now everyone's back. Good job by Rudd to dislodge the puck from number 12, and it's picked up by Udesky, who pushes it ahead to Sims. Sims throws it around the defenseman, and he's going to be the first one back there to get it. Takes a little bit of a hit there and loses the puck. And New Trier starting their breakout again. This time they have it intercepted. Friend has it. Spinning around. Dangerous play here, but bounces it over to Zach Sabev, who throws across the middle. It's intercepted. A bad pass there by Zach Sabev to the middle, intercepted, but Friend is back to help get that puck. And he throws it, trying to go long for Sims, but it's a little too long. New Trier has it. They're offsides. Or at least they were offsides. I don't think that puck ever touched up, but either way, New Trier throws that puck behind the net. Zach Sabev giving chase, throws it to the middle, where Sims has it, and he pushes it out ahead to Wisniewski, number 16, who throws it behind the net. He's the only one there going after it. As a change was happening behind the play, Hudgens goes onto the ice. Picked up there by Friend, who whips it around into the corner. Andrew Sabev and Hudgens both giving chase, but here comes New Trier. Breakout is deflected. Nice active sticks today by the Titans, causing lots of deflections, but nice pass there by number 86. Shot deflected high into the netting, and we'll have a whistle and a face-off. 8:48 to go.
All right, back and forth, although most of the possession right now feels like it's in the Titans area. We haven't been able to really get anything set up in New Trier's zone, so see if we can change that.
Face-off is won by Wisniewski. Wisniewski pushes it to Zach Sabev, who wraps it around the boards to Friend. Friend over to Andrew Sabev. cross to Wisniewski shooting through the middle. And he gets over the line and throws it down behind the net. Forechecks hard and momentarily had the puck. He and Andrew Sabev working together, but Lucier is able to come out with it. They've had some nice breakouts, and this is another nice breakout. Here comes number 2, Wilson, throws it harmlessly behind the net. But number 22 throws it into the middle. Wilson right there, throws it across the crease. That puck had no chance of going in, even though it was around the goalie. Good job there by Frente. Had an active stick to push that puck away. But they're leaving guys open up top, and they left number 2, Wilson, in front, and he almost stuffed one home. The puck ended up being pushed into the corner. And a loose puck, Andrew Sabev trying to pounce on that, but they push it back into Lucier. You get a sense that GBS needs a whistle here. Wisniewski pushes it to Hudgens. Hudgens goes across, too long for Sabev, and Lucier has possession, but they give it up right away. So changes all around now. Brown onto the ice, tries to flip it forward to Kozak. Unable to get it in there. And here comes Lucier now with numbers. Smith goes to his feet, and a nice job by Lucier, nice shot, but it just pushed it wide over the goalie's outstretched blocker. And now Brown just kind of clears that puck out. It's not going to get down for icing. The puck is rolling on its edge. Batista on the ice, Kozak on the ice, and Kozak just skated right past a opportunity to forecheck. Lucier threw the puck away though, and Brown trying to keep that puck in possession, but Lucier comes out with another breakout. So their pass is a little bit too long there. Smith tries to throw it up on the boards. It's intercepted. Shot from the point off of the post and into the corner. So that was a good shot from the point, but hit the post, and luckily for GBS, just went to the corner. The puck is now offsides and picked up by Smith, who lost it momentarily, but picks it back up, gets it over to Batista, who chips it in. They're going to call that icing, so I guess he was on the GBS half of the...
Go back and look at this opportunity here by New Trier. Smith sends it up the boards. It ends up on the stick of the defender. Slap shot, binks right off the post there on the near side. You take another look from the goaltender's point of view. Nice little quick shot through a screen. Thankfully, it didn't get through. So.
Yeah, good job there by Lucier to screen the goalie. That one, luckily, like you said, hit the post. Faceoff is won back by GBS. Now over to Sims to Weiss. From Udesky to Weiss. Weiss has it, throws it behind the net. Udesky giving chase, Sims backing off. And here comes Lucier with numbers. GBS just a little too slow on the back check there, but mistake dropping it back. Weiss there gets it to Udesky, over to Sims. Sims has the puck with some room. It's a nice move and pushes it wide. No call on that one. It looks...
Wow, that was a really hard hit into the boards.
It looks like he was tripped into the boards, and he went down, and he's holding his head. And, the trainer immediately running out. It looked like he was being hooked.
That was not a good play. I'm going to try and take another look at this. He gets the puck over the center line. Really nice pass there from Udesky. And right there, he just took a hit and boom, hit the back of his head right on the boards. We got to make sure that there's no issue, potential concussion. I don't think it was done maliciously. I think it was just an awkward fall backwards onto his, and hit the back of his head. So
it was a little bit of a hook, but I think it was that little shove at the end.
Looks like there is going to be some penalties.
So they are. Yeah, it's interesting because when I look at the replay.
Well, I feel like the referees, when there's a major injury like that, they almost feel like it's their job to call something, or else they're.
So it looks like we might be getting a 2 and 10 out of this one. Number 60 for New Trier serving the penalty.
I'm just going to take one more quick look at that. Had him beat, spun around, and then boom, right there. I guess he did hit him from behind. So
he lifted his elbow up, and that's something that refs look for. And
you just have to hope
the way that he reacted immediately.
Yeah, you could tell.
And he's now sitting up, and will we'll kind of narrate for you right here. Now we're getting the camera out there. So he's on his feet, and we'll see if he makes his way over to the bench, to the locker room. Does not look comfortable. He's being taken off directly off of the ice here. The door for the GBS penalty box is open. They're going to close that right now, so there's no penalty there. But Andrew Sabev onto the ice now for Elliott. We're just going to hope that Elliott's okay, and never want to see that.
No, absolutely not. Okay, puck's dropped from here.
Yeah,
Taken, unfortunately.
Yeah, so we're back in, and Nutrier's going to throw that all the way down. They're going to wave off icing. Oh, that's because we're on the power play. So GBS now on the power play. Trying to set up here. Zach Sabev has the puck behind the net, leaves it for Charlie Friend, who skates it through the defensive zone, throws it a little too far ahead for Udesky, and Nutrier gets it and throws it out of the zone to reset. And Weiss has it now. Puck is deflected as an ill-advised pass through the middle, but picked up by Udesky, and now they're going to throw it deep into the zone. Friend throws it into the zone, and giving chase is Weiss. It's at his feet, and it's picked up by Udesky coming across, drops it back to Friend, who winds up and passes it far side over to Udesky, who kind of makes a half swing there, misses it, and Nutrier throws it all the way down. So a good opportunity there was set up, and they weren't able to do it. Nutrier are fighting really hard on the forecheck there, despite the power play. And GBS is lucky to come out with it. Zach Sabev skating with the puck, stops, holds, shoots, and hits the back of the boards there behind the net. Absorbs a hit as he and his brother are fighting for the puck. Nutrier tries to clear it. Good job by Udesky to knock it down. No high stick, but the puck ends up bouncing out. Charlie Friend with the puck is going to try to drop it back to Zach Sabev, who throws it back to Friend, underneath to Udesky. Udesky passes it back to Friend. That pass needs to be harder than that. Over to Wisniewski on the ice now. Friend sliding across to Zach Sabev, who shoots, and it is deflected. I don't think that hit. I'm not sure if it hit the goalie. Back to Wisniewski. 10 seconds on the power play here. Weiss. Top to Friend, over to Udesky. 5 seconds on the power play. Udesky steps in, passes to Weiss. Nice opportunity. Weiss just couldn't do it. That knocks the puck off the moorings, and we are going to have a whistle, and that's the end of the penalty. End of the power play.
We take a quick look at this setup here. Udesky is over, finds Wisniewski on the back post, but unable to connect with his stick. It ended up hitting his skate. I don't think it would have counted if it went in off his skate. So.
All right, so Wisniewski, Kozak, and Hudgens now. Face off one back to Hudgens, who shoots it wide of the net, wrapping around Smith there, playing defense on the right-hand side. Pushes it underneath. Wisniewski loses that puck, and Hudgens gets in the middle. Good job there by Wisniewski to knock it down, but here comes Nutrier and a quick turnaround breakout. Toe drag, and good job by Smith to just stay with the player. And they loses a stick now, and Nutrier just ran into their own teammate. Back out to the point, shot, deflected by Smith. Some big hits underneath, and Shazy was knocked down by number 86. Shoving each other, but the puck moves out. You see a little bit of physical play right now, and I wonder if that's, a reaction to what happened to Mr. Sims. Puck is nearly turned over, and then Nutrier has it, and that's a trip by Kozak. Lazy skating by the puck, by the offensive player. Reaches his stick back, and he just tripped the player.
Going to see this play here. Kozak knocks it out of the zone. They bring it right back and goes for the poke check, misses, and finds the skates of Nutrier. So Nutrier's going to go on the power play here. 2 minutes.
3 minutes in the period, 2 minutes on the power play. Penalty kill, first penalty kill of the day for GBS, and Weiss is going to take the face-off, and he loses that. It goes to Nutrier, but clears the zone, so that'll reset for a moment here. Nutrier go through the neutral zone number 4. Harris throws it back and it bounces hard all the way to the front. Sabev there gets it. He wraps it all the way around. It's going to bounce and go just wide of the net. Net keeper Myers there watched it go. Trier picks it up. And almost intercepted there. Bad pass there of Kujeski. Almost had an opportunity. And Zach Sabev clears it again. So 30 seconds into this power play, and Trier hasn't done much with it. And they've turned the puck over.
I like the pinch there by Friend.
Absolutely. Good forecheck there. And Udeski trying to clear that puck and has it bounce out. Weiss putting pressure. Forces a turnover, and they kind of throw it into the corner. And a little bit of pressure is causing a lot of mistakes right now on both teams. Friend clears that puck, and I think that hit the padding.
Yeah.
So we're going to get, in the NHL, they would call that a delayed game. Here it's just a face-off. So the clear was just a little too high, and it sent the New Trier bench scurrying for a moment. Not intentional, obviously. But 1 minute has been killed in this power play. Shots on goal show 4 and 4 right now, so not a whole lot of action for the netminders. Face-off is won back by Trier, but pushed ahead by Zach Sabev. Very aggressive here on the penalty kill. It worked, so he's battling with the New Trier player who falls down, and he's continuing to forecheck. One-man penalty kill crew there. Here comes Zach Sabev all the way back from the other end to bump the New Trier player down and clear it again. He's had an unbelievable penalty kill here. Put in some game film. And the turnover by the goalie. Udeski has it, shoots, save.
Oh,
what an opportunity there, and a good save there by the goalie. And Trier has it, trying to throw it toward the middle. Picked up by Friend, who clears it all the way down. 10 seconds left on the penalty to Kozak for tripping. And 5 seconds, Trier having trouble getting the puck out. And that will end the penalty. Kozak out, Hudgens onto the ice for even strength for the next 55 seconds. And Smith battling with Weiss there helping out. Weiss trying to dislodge the puck. The puck is still pinned against the boards, 44 seconds, and it squirts loose. Friedman giving chase, and the puck ends up right back in the same corner, but this time Trier has it. They push it up to the point, and throws it back underneath, where it's going to get picked up. Thrown toward the middle, nobody home, and that's going to go all the way down into the New Trier zone. New Trier with a change gets onto the ice and gets the puck. Hudgens giving some chase there, and that was almost too many men there. The puck was thrown toward the bench.
yeah, unlucky for us that didn't hit somebody in front of the New Trier bench. It ended up squirting through, or else, you're right, it would have been a penalty for sure.
And just as unlucky, we had an opportunity there, and Hudgens had his stick lifted, so it was nice.
I want to take a quick look at this. The goalie giving up the puck to Udeski, put a move on him, but great save there. Went to the backhand. Excellent job there by the goalie after making a big mistake. Oh, if he could have lifted it, he had it. It was a nice play. But.
So Wisniewski now taking the face-off here, and he wins it over to Zach Sabev, who skates behind 8 seconds. Trying to kill time, I think, here. He doesn't really seem to be wanting to play on the puck. And he's going to accomplish his goal, as that's going to be the buzzer and the end of the first period. 0-0.
So a lot of two-way action here. A couple of penalties on both teams. I think we got the losing end of the penalties in the fact that we don't see Elliot Sims on the ice for us because obviously he took a shot there to the head, and we got to hoping that he comes out unscathed and he's able to return pretty quickly, and it's nothing major. So we'll see. He took a really big hit. So shots on goal look like GBS at 5 and New Trier at 4. So pretty equal there. They did hit one pipe, and we had one breakaway that unfortunately didn't get home. So easily could be a 1-1 game, or it could be a 1-0 game for either team, but here we are. So second period about to get underway.
Yeah, the second period, the long change for the home team here always creates a little bit more pressure, especially when you go shorthanded. And like you mentioned, losing a player like Elliot Sims against a team like New Trier is going to make it all the more challenging. Trier, for their part, has been without, I can't tell exactly what number he was, but I believe it's their captain, who took the 2 and 10. He's probably got only a few minutes left of that penalty. And as we're saying that, I'm watching Zach Sabev walking back to the locker room. So hopefully that's just an equipment issue or whatever. He's signaling something. So it looks like he's okay. I don't know. But obviously another player that we don't really want to have to be playing without. A lot of time in between these periods here. It's almost like people want to be here until 11:30 at night. Refs are having a discussion. I think they're trying to figure out the time in which the player is allowed to come back on the ice. It's the only thing I can think of. Whistle is blown, and we're going to get set up here. Wisniewski coming out with Andrew Sabev and Tyler Hudgens. And the trainer is returning. And Elliot Sims is returning to the bench. He's skating out there. He's picking up his helmet. See if he straps the helmet on and comes back out.
Really nice to have the training staff on ice with us. We don't always get that. That's the benefit of playing after the varsity game. So.
And the faceoff is won by the South and immediately turned over, but Friend has it and pushes it ahead to Smith, or off the boards to Smith, who deflects it off the boards. Smith and Friend playing together, we don't see that very often, but I think it's because Zach Sabev is back in the locker room, so we'll have to look for that. Friend pushes it ahead, it hits off of Hudgens' back, who then flips it forward, loses the puck all the way back to Friend. Kind of both teams playing with it through the neutral zone here, so not a lot happening. And Trier trying to break that puck out, it goes a little too long, it gets intercepted, and Smith has it, and he flips it, and it goes all the way down, no icing on that one. Hudgens there, pushes it back behind the boards. Not a lot of scoring opportunities right now.
Good job by Hudgens to keep it in there, yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. Hudgens did a good job coming over there and throwing that back in there. And this puck has just been wrapping around like, you know, rope-a-dope kind of play here. Was Musi giving chase on the forecheck. Good job by Hudgens to get his stick there. He has it, tries to throw it in front. Deflected there by New Trier. There's some big hits behind the play between Hudgens and the New Trier player, but the puck comes out. And the Trier's into the offensive zone, their offensive zone. Ref gets in the way. Andrew Sabev gets it on the long pass to Hudgens, who shields his body, turns and hacks the player right in front of the ref, no call. Rudd gets that puck, throws it to Hudgens, who throws it across the middle, and Wisniewski kind of just slaps that out. So still looking for some offense out of these lines. We have not seen a whole lot today. A turnover there. Wisniewski has it, but he's in the middle of three New Trier players and still maintains possession of the puck. Takes it out, passes it to Rudd, who throws it back behind the net, and a change happening, play very slowly. I think they're still need to get two players onto the ice. There's only three South players onto the ice right now, and it hits a South player, Sabev, on the bench, and they're going to blow a whistle.
It was a very strange, change there for the Titans. I think Elliot Sims coming back and not really being sure what the line was, but thankfully it didn't cost the Titans anything.
Here, a face-off, and shot on, as I said, it's two shots there, both are saved, and gets it over to Sims. And Trier throws it right back. 4 to go in the second period. Trier playing with it behind the net, tries to get it in front. It gets intercepted by Friedman, who gets it over to Sims. Sims now through the zone, throws it behind the defenseman, and then beats him around him to get the puck. Looking for play in front, has the puck, spinning around, and spins again, and then drops it back to Friedman, but the puck gets intercepted, and here comes Trier with the puck. Smith back to slow the play up, and Friedman did a nice job there. Coming with it, gets it over to Udesky. That play was offside. Sims was just a little bit ahead of the play on the left-hand side.
Yeah, I agree.
Can't blame him for being anxious.
Take another quick look at that breakout pass there. Can't really see it, but at the bottom of the screen there was Sims, who just slid across the blue line just ahead of where he needed to be. So.
And we're going to see Kozak, Brown, and Sidoti now. They're in the 11:58 mark in the second period. And Brown with a good win there gets it back to Smith, who pushes it ahead to Kozak, who slaps at it and turns the puck over. Smith now throws it to where Sidoti should have been. It gets deflected, and Sidoti does get the puck, and he throws it underneath the net. Giving chase is Sidoti, and Kozak turned over. Brown has it, shoots into the goalie, who knocks it down and covers up for the save. So the first shot in a long time.
Nice job there by Brown. We'll just take a quick look from the goalie's perspective here. Ends up on his stick, and a quick shot there. Good job by the goalie to cover that up.
Offensive zone faceoff, and this time is won by Brown, but Kozak kind of pushes it forward. That was his only play, unfortunately, there, was to do that. But it gets it wrapped around Francesi on his backhand, kind of flipped it forward. It gets intercepted. Brown with a good check there to keep that puck from going all the way out. But Trier does push it forward and all the way around. Puck gets all the way high, and the shot pushed into the corner. Good job there by the forwards to get up there on the wing, or on the D. But this time they missed that opportunity, and it gets deflected. Nice job there. I think that was maybe by Brown or maybe by Kozak to knock it all the way down. It doesn't go down for icing. Dion wrapping it around over to his D partner, number 81. And he's taking it through the neutral zone. Good poke check there to knock that puck away by Friend. And it ends up back all the way into the corner where Francesi gets it and pushes it, intercepted there by number 70, who loses his footing and quickly gets up and ruined, but lost his footing. Where 88 shoots, and 28 shot and put that wide. It didn't even hit the net. And we have a player down for Trier. We have a call coming. South doesn't even touch the puck, but I think they're calling a penalty on Francesi. I just don't know exactly what the call is going to be.
Looks like they're going to get him for roughing. I saw a push, but they were both battling. Not really sure what happened there, but.
Well, back to the penalty kill. 10:23 to go here in the second period. And he's still, oh no, there's Zaxev is now out for the first time all periods. So whatever was the problem in the 2 periods seems to have been solved. And
it's good. We're going to need him now for the next 2 minutes.
And Elliott Sims and Friend out there. Weiss wins that faceoff over to Friend, but it gets, I think, inside the ref or something like that. The puck is just loose there. And Trier setting up. GBS maintaining its box. Weiss there, rotating through, Sims. And the puck gets all the way through the screen. Nice job by Sit just to stay with it and knock it down. And that puck was loose, but a good job to clear it all the way down there and relieve some of that pressure. A minute and a half here to go in this penalty kill. Trier trying to set up. Weiss giving a lot of pressure, and Trier trying to take advantage of that. Throws it all the way down, and the first to get there is going to be Zaxev, who pushes it aside. They're picked up by Trier. Zaxev fighting underneath. Doing a good job of just kind of knocking the puck away. Trier, though, setting up at the point, the box forming, and Trier has it behind below the dots, back up to the point, over to the corner, the shot, more of a pass across the middle, deflection not able to go in. Trier's kept that in the zone, and then they're saying it went offside. So I guess that puck did clear the zone. was pretty close.
You see the tail end of it here. Yeah.
And you can see the big hit there at the end. That's about it. So Trier trying to capitalize on the penalty to leave the Francesi, but GBS doing a good job so far in the clear, and Friedman, after the faceoff was won nicely by Wisniewski, is able to clear it all the way down. 42 seconds to go, and Trier with a long pass gets it up to number 22. Friedman giving some room. 22 tries to center it. Good job by Friedman to go down to one knee to knock that away. And here comes Udesky. And if he takes advantage of it, nope, he will not. He lost that puck.
That was a good pass to the streaking Trevian.
Oh, and a good job by Wisniewski forcing a turnover. Gets that puck. And instead of throwing that behind the net and maintaining possession, he kind of just played with it, but that did enough to kill most of this penalty. There's still 10 seconds on the power play. Trier is going to take one more opportunity here to take it into the zone. And Friedman kind of watching the player go wide. The box has definitely been lost, but the penalty's over, and Trier's still with that puck. Spinning around behind the net, dropping it off for his friend, but his friend wasn't there. And Weiss now with that puck. And he tried to bounce it around and hit the ref, and so Trier gets that puck back, 8:03 to go. You have not seen the same spark out of this line, but it's early. Friedman with a good job there to get that puck out. Udesky to Weiss. Weiss gets it on his stick, stops and fires it toward, oh, it deflected off of the Trevian skate and almost went in. Good job by the goalie to kind of cover that one up. Sometimes you need a little bit of luck, and we're getting a whistle here and an opportunity to look at that replay.
We're gonna go ahead and take another look at that. Weiss carries it over the blue line, puts a nice little shot, gets deflected and binks right off the post. Unbelievable. Another angle here from the goalie's perspective. There's that shot. Oh, what an unbelievable save there with the last minute right leg kick. So
they say sometimes it's better to be lucky than good. In this case, they were lucky and good. Nice play there. Brown unable to win that faceoff, and Trier clears it out of the zone. Rudd and Friedman giving chase. Puck on its edge. Friedman gets there and pushes it into the corner, but Trier does a good job of sending bodies. And
great hustle there by
Friedman. Up to
Friedman.
the point, nobody there, and luckily a bad shot from the point. Otherwise, that would have been a tough play to make. A lot of chasing going on right now. Rudd has the puck and loses it. Trier to the middle, a shot, pushed wide and tried to cover it up, and the puck is just kind of pushed out. Brown giving chase. Brown getting his stick down. It is pushed far around the boards and tries to clear it. Friedman had it both briefly, took a big hit. There was a mouthpiece. Puck is just kind of bouncing around back and forth right now. So Trier having trouble getting it into the zone. They finally do, and Rudd has it, swings and misses, and kind of just skated past the puck. Trier late though on the forecheck, so they weren't really able to get it clearly, and now the puck is being pinned behind the boards, and that's where Brown gets it and flips it out. Batista pushes it ahead and into the neutral zone, where it gets turned over. Brown now has the puck, gets it over. Kozak can't get to it. Here comes Trier. Batista with a little bit of a hit there, and the puck goes all the way down by the net, but Brown's the first one to get it. And he throws it ahead to Sims. Sims now skating behind the net. Up to the point, Friend loading up, and will shoot. The tip in front, missed by Weiss, but the puck bounced off the defenseman. And here comes Trier. Good job by Weiss to dislodge the puck and slow it down. Sims trying to steal it on the drive-by, not able to do it. Takes a big hit there, but it's okay. And
a 2-on-1 here. Oh!
Sims with the puck, up to the point. Saxabev walking the line, shooting, hits it off number 28 from Trier into the corner. And here they come on the breakout. Friend pushes it aside. Saxabev gets his long stick in there and knocks it down. Sims loses his footing, but the puck goes to Udesky by himself. Spins and throws it into the side. Friend has it now below the dot there. No one came back to help. Weiss finally gets back there, and here comes Dutrier. Zaksabev is going to be able to chase this one down. 4:58 to go in the period.
Gerard.
Well, looks like we have a... Oh, we're good. Okay. Friend has the puck now through the zone. Off his backhand, shoots it, and it's going to cover it up by goalie, and a little bit of extracurriculars afterward, but no calls there. 4:41 to go. GBS owns the edge and shots on goal.
Go back and look at this opportunity here by... We're not going to look.
We're not going to look at much.
We're not going to look at much.
We'll see it from here. Will we see it from the behind the net, maybe?
Maybe
no?
the behind. No. Oh, maybe. Yeah. Actually, I didn't select that one, so we'll go back and try that later.
All right. So we're gonna have a Friend coming back onto the ice there, playing some defense with Wisniewski, Sabev, Hudgens, and Smith. Wisniewski thrown out of the dot, and Hudgens wins it to Wisniewski. Shoots it, but it's deflected by the Trevians. Puck is bouncing around. Andrew Sabev loses it through the middle, and here comes Nutrier trying to pass it, nobody home. Good job there by Sit to push that wide into the corner. Nutrier maintains possession, but turns it over. Wisniewski has it. GBS with numbers. Wisniewski throws it, and everyone stopped skating. Wisniewski the first one there to get it. Hudgens now going into the far corner, trying to get that puck, but the tight Trevians have it, and they're looking for their breakout, and they get it on the long pass up to 86, who does a nice move around Friend, shoots, and in the net. So a long pass on the breakout, and then went around Charlie Friend and buried that puck into the corner, the right corner. We're going to see a replay of that one, I think.
I guess we'll have another look at this. Breakout pass here. Charlie gets his feet kind of turned around, tried to spin back around and knock the puck loose, but was unable to. Another view of it here. Nice job there by the Trevians to
good
strike
job.
First.
Good job on the breakout, and honestly, a nice shot.
Yeah.
So nice move around and a good shot, a goal scorer shot, and it's 1-0 Nutrier here late in the second period. Face-off is won by Nutrier. Now they're going to take that in, and they shoot it, and Sit has it this time. He covers that one up. We're going to get a whistle, and we're going to get a face-off. Should take place to the right of goalie Connor Sit. So in a game that hasn't featured a lot of shots, a lot of scoring opportunities, that was clearly a good one, and they buried it. Face-off won by Brown, gets it over to Zaksabev. Zaksabev trying to get it up to Sidoti. Sidoti has it, throws it across to Kozak, who doesn't get the puck, and Nutrier pushes it right back in. Sidoti now going into the corner, trying to push it ahead, can't get it. Puck is thrown back behind the play. Brown giving chase, Zaksabev there. They were holding each other's stick, and puck somehow scored it out. A good shot opportunity. Good job there by Sit to get it. And the puck kind of bounced all the way across. Shot from the point, saved by Sit. Brown has it. He's going to push it ahead to Zaksabev, who loses it. And the puck again squirts all the way out. Shot from the point, and Nutrier somehow didn't score. We're going to need to see a replay on that one. Lots of bodies down, and another one just fell down. Zaksabev just drilled somebody, and we're going to see if a call is going to come on that one.
Pretty unbelievable save here by Connor Sit. We're going to take a quick look here from his perspective. Puck ends up at the point, shot, it's loose. Great job there to cover that up, and then yes, Brown gives a hit after the play. Oh. Unfortunately, though, Sabev's gonna find the box here for probably some roughing after the whistle.
And Zach Sabev's already done a great job on the penalty kill, but unfortunately won't be able to do it from the penalty box. And
That's
so
right.
We're gonna see Friend and Smith out there with Weiss and Sims trying to kill that penalty with 3:02 to go here in the second period. Face-off won by Nutrier, back out to the point. And Trier already broke down GBS's box, but good job by Friend to knock that puck out. Trevians across, mishandles the puck, leaves it for his teammate, throws it back, nice job, but dipsy doodle around and shot and hits the post, rebound, somehow evaded the net. I have no idea how that second one didn't go in. The first one was a great shot too.
Yeah.
Trier still putting the pressure on, has that puck, throws it in front, and it misses everybody, and it'll clear the zone and momentarily relieve pressure as Trier has it. They throw it into the neutral zone. Number 86 takes it in, throws it across to the middle. Shot wide. He had bodies in front and he elected to go wide. So shot was wide off the boards, bounces out. Puck's thrown to the middle and it's trying to be cleared. It finally finds its way to Weiss, who pushes it all the way down and will clear the zone. 57 seconds. It looks like Friedman just not get in, but he's not going to have an opportunity to. Back out. Friend, a really aggressive play here on the penalty kill. Weiss coming back though, he's able to deflect that puck away, and he loses it. Here comes Trevians on a 4-on-2, passes it over. Friend knocks it away. The puck is loose, and a great job by Smith to dive and knock it down. Another by Sit at the 32-second mark. That puck is still in pressure and getting the puck across. They're not one, and Sims is able to clear that all the way down. 20 seconds to go on this power play. Smith and Friend skate over, as does Sims. Here comes Trier, and they have a long pass breakout. Good job there by Friedman to sort of slow that down. 7 seconds, a shot right into his chest, and he's going to cover that one up. 5 seconds.
So we're going to go back and take a quick look at that flurry.
There were a lot of them to look at.
Good job there by Smith to cut across the middle and block that.
And then that second save there by Sid, you can see that reaction was great. So there's that dive, but then you can see this.
Totally saved a goal there, unbelievable.
Yeah. And Sid was able to get that second one too. 5 seconds to go here on the power play, and minute 6.
Go back to
going to take the face off. And Hudgens coming on out now. Ref is giving him a second to get out there. And face-off is won by Wisniewski. He's won a lot of these face-offs today. Gets it over to Rudd, but it hits a seam and kind of stayed in, but luckily Wisniewski there. Penalty is now over. He's pushing it forward. Sabev to Wisniewski. Shot, gloved, and he left it. I don't know why he did that. He could have held on to that and taken the whistle, but instead he kind of threw it down there.
Yeah, kind of surprising that he tried to keep the play alive there.
You do that during rat hockey, but maybe not during the game. Good job there by GBS taking advantage of that change to create an opportunity, and Trevians were able to clear that puck out. And this time the goalie's going to cover it up. Connor Sitt's going to cover that up. 32 seconds to go. And
I'm going to go back and look at this other replay here.
So Zach Sabev out of the box is going to come back on the ice.
Just the save there by Sitt.
All right, 32 seconds left here. You get the sense that GBS just wants to get out of the period. No further damage. We'll see what happens.
Yeah, there's definitely been a lot of pressure in the GBS zone here.
Wisniewski wins that face-off. Zach Sabev throws that around the boards. And Trier gets it back in there and throws it behind the net. Zach trying to clear it, gets intercepted and almost thrown in front of the net, and that knocks the net off the moorings, and we'll have another face-off here with 17 seconds. So I'd say over the past, I don't know, 6, 7, or 8 minutes of game time, it feels like it has shifted a little bit in favor of New Trier in terms of momentum. Wisniewski loses that face-off. Shot from the point. Almost finds its way in, and ref a little bit late on the whistle as Connor Sitt had that covered. 12 seconds. Face off one night Wisniewski again. friend over to Zach Sabev, high off the boards, and it's going to bounce all the way down. The ref is waving off icing. There's 2 seconds, 1 second, and the buzzer at the end of the period. And after 2, GBS trails by 1. Not a lot of energy on either side, really. I mean, you sure had a little bit of a flurry there in the second period,
but regardless of the fact that New Trier really did own that period, GBS finds themselves in the middle of a game that they can come back and be a part of, and turn the tables and hopefully get a W. Like, third period is definitely up for grabs here, and I think we'll see if the boys can come out with a little bit more intensity and take it to them in the third period. Certain people, certain lines. He was like getting into it in front of the net, and then he hit him high. Like, the kid fell down and like grabbed his head. And I think he did the LeBron flop. He wasn't on top of him, but it was. No, Michael Jordan never flopped.
All right, we're going to start the third period here momentarily. Brown taking the face-off with Batista and Kozak to his left and right, respectively. Smith and Francesi behind him. GBS needing a goal to even it up, and the face-off is won by Brown, and Batista chipped it forward, but picked off by New Trier. Dion from New Trier skates into the middle, loses the puck, but nobody knew where it was, and a good shot by number 70, good save there by Sit. And the puck ends up high. New Trier looking for an opportunity here. Kozak came down a little too low and left the point open, so New Trier was able to kind of get that puck back. And this time they just throw it behind the net. Brown and Francesi converge there. They dislodge the puck, but right back to the point. Going across the middle, nobody there. But it bounces all the way back out to the point as our wings are slow to react. And now the puck is just kind of sitting there. And Kozak just let the player go and get the puck. I'm not really sure whether it was miscommunication or what there, but not a whole lot of activity. And New Trier with an opportunity shoots, and a big hood pad save there, pushed into the corner by Sit. Nice job by Connor to stay with that. And that puck was offsides, and Batista then just gave it right back to him. Brown now gets the puck behind the net. He loses it momentarily, gets it back, but then loses it again, and the puck goes loose in front, and now the net comes off the moorings, and we're going to get a face-off, and I'm thinking a change. But I don't seem to be moving off the bench. Now I do. Now we do. So Wisniewski, Sabev, and Hudgens coming onto the ice.
I grabbed that. More of a low light than a highlight, but we can take another quick look here. Puck sitting behind the net, gets given up, and then thankfully the net comes off for us.
Yeah, probably not intentional, but good timing nonetheless. So the puck is won by Trier, but pushes it behind the boards now, and Hudgens trying to throw it across the middle, hits the Trier player, and is turned over. Now Trier has it, shoots. Blocker save there by Connor Sid, another nice blocker save. He's had a couple of those tonight. Pushes it over to Friedman. Friedman, bad pass to the middle, gets intercepted, but then poked all the way out, and Trier has it back in the zone. So GBS looking a little bit out of sorts right now, trailing by a goal here in the third period. Trevians lose that puck. Hudgens just kind of pushes it in the corner, loses it, picked up by Wisniewski. Wisniewski to the front to Sabev, shoots. The net's off the moorings again. Somebody's got to fix that. But no whistle because the play's all the way out there. The goalie resets it. GBS with a long pass ahead. Wisniewski has it. Wisniewski spins around, throws it to the middle, intercepted. Wisniewski gets it back, shoots it behind the net. Hudgens trying to hit the point, misses it, and throws it all the way down, and now it's a foot race. New Trier coming down there. Rudd looking behind him and recognizing that they have some numbers. Holds back, and Trier throws it behind the net. Rudd loses it, and Connor's going to just cover that one up, and we're going to get a face-off, and we'll get another change here and see if maybe this group can get the puck out of the zone.
Yeah.
Weiss coming onto the ice with Sims and Udesky. So the Weiss, Udesky, Sims line, responsible for so much of the GBS scoring, has been blanked tonight. We'll see if they can get going with Zach Sabev on the ice as well as Charlie Friend. Looks like there may have been an injury to number 20 of New Trier coming off of the ice now with the trainer. So Trainer's been busy tonight.
I didn't even notice that, but yeah.
Face-off won by Weiss. Gets it over to Zach Sabev, who chips it over the, tried to chip it past, but couldn't quite get there. Udesky has it, swings and misses, swings and then taps it, and then the puck kind of just bouncing around. Now Zach throws it in. Elliot Sims giving chase, has it, spins around, gets it past Udesky. Udesky tries to get it to Weiss and do it, loses a shot, and nobody could really get good wood on that one. And throws it all the way down. So really good opportunities. Did we get that replay? Or?
I think they got it too late,
all right,
unfortunately.
We'll see if we can show that later. If not, trust us on it. Zach Sabev now with the puck, trying to make something happen, throws it across the middle, hits Weiss in his skates, and Trier now throws that puck to the middle. Sims pushes over. He's going to now try to clear that zone, gets it into the neutral zone, absorbs a little bit of a hit, shove off the puck. Friend now has it, a big hit after the play there by Sims. Friend has it, no call coming on that one, the fans want it. Throws it across, Sims had an opportunity to tap it in, couldn't quite get it, and loses that puck, but it goes back to Zach Sabev, who shoots, deflected, behind the net. A lot of shoving there going on between Sims and number 7, so we'll look to see if something happens there. Sabev intercepts that puck, loses it, and New Trier gets it. They're going to throw it all the way down. That should be icing, but for some reason, no, we got a whistle. So icing, 10:54 to go here in the third period. New Trier up by 1.
Just gonna go back and see if we, unfortunately I did not get a good replay on that one skirmish.
That probably was the best opportunity that the Titans have had in a while, and unfortunately, I don't think it even produced a shot on goal. Face-off taken, and here comes New Trier with some numbers. Francesi pushes him wide. Good job there going to his pads to knock that puck away. New Trier regains possession, shoots it, harmlessly pushed into the corner. Sit. New Trier maintaining possession, loses the puck for a moment, and then throws it back behind the net. So a lot of bodies going all over the place here. Smith was on the ice there for a moment. He's got a streaking Hudgens who throws it off the board. Is that going to be too long? They're going to wave off ice. Hudgens gets there, deflected by Trevians. They're going to then throw that back. Smith giving chase. He has the puck, flips it on his backhand. Andrew Sabev then pushes it out. Intercepted there. And New Trier's going to take it in, and that's going to be offside. So number there. 10:01 to go. Third period action here from Glenview Community Center.
Coach is waiting to see if there's going to be a substitution by New Trier. But to do a sub here. Looks like Udesky's going to come out and join Wisniewski and Sabev here.
All right, so GBS looking for an opportunity to score here, and I think this is going to be their Andrew Sabev with the puck into the zone. Pushed behind the net. Udesky kind of let New Trier get that one, but Andrew Sabev intercepted the outlet pass.
Just unwilling to fight for it in the corner there. It's really frustrating.
It sure is, especially when a close game like this, and you were just thrown onto the ice to create scoring opportunities. Smith gets the puck back into the defensive zone, throws it off the boards, and that left the zone. That's clearly offsides. I'm surprised they didn't call that, but Wisniewski now has it, and he pushes it in. And Kozak onto the ice. Does a nice job of getting the puck around, and then loses it and then gets pushed down, and he's pushed off the puck, and Brown pushes it forward where New Trier has it. They're trying to bide some time here. And they go for the long pass. They miss it, and that should result in ice. So really not great play there by the captain for New Trier. Puck all the way down for icing and creating an offensive zone faceoff here. And we'll see if Coach Everly makes a change here to get his horse a big faceoff.
It's good. Let Brown win this, hopefully, and he does.
He does. Gets it back to the point. Friedman into the corner. Comes out pushing it. Sidoti with the puck. Throws it ahead to Kozak, who then loses. Here comes New Trier. Nice job by New Trier just to flip it out over Friedman's head. Friedman giving chase. They maintain possession of the puck. Throw it to the middle, and it was open there, but not able to tip it in was New Trier. They throw it back behind the net. Brown pinned there. Bunch of tackling going on. You have two players from nice job there by Friedman to kind of just get his stick in there and slow that puck down. And Brown now has it. He's going to push it out to the corner. Sidoti an opportunity to blow a player up and didn't do it at the 8:03 mark. I'll look on live monitor. Good job there though by Kozak to clear the zone, and we're going to get a defensive change behind that play here. Stopped forechecking there. I'm not really sure what's going on with that. It's happened a lot today.
Yeah.
But it's allowed GBS to get out. Sorry, the Trevians to get out, and now we're going to see a change at the forwards.
Good job by Brown there to disrupt the play.
Brown's done a good job today, and has back-checked really well as well. A little bit too hard of a pass. Friend off.
Not sure where my forward is, but
well,
that winger on that side was just not where he should be.
Yeah, this has not been a master class on wing play tonight for sure on both sides really. Comes Friend using his body to shield the puck, gets it into the zone and throws it back around the corner, but no one check. And here comes Trevian back. Trevians will pick up that puck in the corner, throw it across the middle, too long for the streaking winger. Zaksabev has it. He uses his body to shield the puck, and he's around two, and now he comes up the right side, and he just loses that puck wide. And Wisniewski with an active stick knocks that down and keeps possession. He's going to, and it's deflected by the goalie. Momentarily kept it in again to Hudgens, who then lost the puck, and the puck is now out of. And Wisniewski touches up. Andrew Zabev showing how to finish a check there. And a big hit there. That was a dangerous leg whip there. And we got a penalty coming up against the Trevians. Friend now with the puck is sit. Like I said, he just set up a play there.
Unfortunately, I did not grab the play there to take a look, but
yeah, it was a leg whip.
As he came across the blue line, it was clearly an intentional trip there with his legs. It's going to cost him 2 minutes.
It's a dangerous play. They're going to give him a slash on that one. Or maybe a trip, but that was blood.
How many timeouts do you get as a team?
One.
Okay. One. Give a breather to Sabev and Friend before the power play starts, but just in case.
Maybe the thought is to use it in the midway part of to keep them on the ice too.
Yeah.
Either way, New Trier is able to clear that zone. Zaksabev has only one there, so he has it, and New Trier kind of just pushes it away. So I think there's some miscommunication there. We're not seeing a ton of movement on the breakouts, and New Trier is doing a good job of just pushing it back in there and making GBS go too hard. Zaksabev will start out by taking it out of the by himself. spinning around, shoots, and saves. So goalie did a good job of sort of tracking that and covering the post. Trainer back.
Another quick look from the goalie's perspective of Sabev kind of bearing down on him here. Goes wide and takes a good shot, but...
And as we said, that now the timeout is going to be taken. I believe that GBS took the timeout, although it's not clear entirely to me. But a timeout taken here, minute 22. So as we were kind of discussing, that is a strategy we've seen our coach use before to try to get the right players onto the ice and get them a little bit of extra rest here for the stretch run. Well, 5:16 to go. Shots on goal, 15-14 in favor of New Trier. 1-0 on the scoreboard where it counts in favor of the Trevians. 1:22 to go on the power play here. And it looks like South is going to keep Zach Sabev out there with Charlie Friend, as expected, with Udesky, Sims, and Weiss. I might try bringing Wisniewski out there and putting him out on the wing where Udesky is, and trying to see if he can create some extra.
Not a bad idea, you know. He's a big presence. He's great on the puck, not afraid in the corners. So.
And Weiss wins that faceoff to Sims, who gets it back to Zach Sabev, who throws it underneath to Sims, but Sims loses that and around. But Charlie Friend able to get that back over to Udesky, who sets it up to Friend. Shot, rebound, loose behind the net, and Trier able to clear that zone. Almost the equalizer, unfortunately not able to get it in. And New Trier doing a good job here. Again, and now they're offsides, and so Udesky has that puck, and he immediately turns it over. There are 40 seconds to go here on the penalty kill. Friend pushes it behind the net. Udesky has it, throws it back all the way around. Or sorry, Sabev had it, throw it all around to Udesky. Across to Weiss, who tries to push it behind the net, and it gets intercepted, but not able to be cleared. Sims has it. He's got Zach Sabev. Spins out of it, and still holding the puck a little too long here. Not he does, Zach Sabev, but Trier trying to keep that in, not able to. Sims has it back over to Weiss. Shot wide. Let's push all the way wide. It goes all the way down. The penalty is over. Gets it, pushes it around the corner. Sabev kind of flies by and slows down the puck, but doesn't get it. Pass to the middle. Sims now has it, 3:38 to go. He's going to take that puck over to Zach Sabev and turn around and go get a change there. Zach with the puck. The zone. Andrew Sabev not able to keep that. Weiss trying to get it out. He loses it, and here comes New Trier. Release, but no release, and GBS gets it back, and Weiss gets it all the way ahead to Andrew Sabev, just a little bit. Good job there by Friedman to keep that puck in, and then comes New Trier with numbers. Nice job by Wisniewski to get his stick out there and deflect that puck. Sit, pushes that across. Here comes Andrew Sabev again with 2:52. Going in, Titans trying to get some numbers down there. Trevians are back. Hudgens shoots.
Ooh, tough angle,
right,
but
yeah, right across. Absolutely, and Hudgens now throws it. Nice idea there by Hudgens, just going to throw it toward the net, and like you said, anything can happen. It almost did there, but unfortunately not for the Titans.
In the power play, skating to the center, Weiss with a really nice opportunity. Unfortunately, binked it wide.
We're going to see Wisniewski, Brown, and Hudgens now.
face-off back. Hudgens has it. Back up to Smith. But they fell
Hudgens
down.
blew a tire there.
Yeah, I think he just fell on that one, right? And Wisniewski maintains possession of the puck, trying to use his body to shield it off and get it over to Brown. He couldn't quite do it. Brown trying to set up for the shot. Has the puck now. Pushes it across to Hudgens. Hudgens.
Oh, turned to try to center it, but he fanned on it.
And Brown has a chance to get this in the corner and get this out to Friedman. He does. Friedman coming across, tries to shoot. It gets deflected. Hudgens fighting hard there. Gets to that puck. Wraps it back all the way to Brown. A minute 55 to go. Brown loses that puck, and here comes Nutrier out. One-on-one opportunity. Pushes it around the board. Freeman has it. Back over to Smith. 1:40 to go, and deflected by Dion. Keeps that puck in the zone. D-to-D passing, but missing. There is Smith, who then throws it across. Wisniewski has it. Over to Friedman. It bounces off of the boards. Trevians trying to clear it and do. Late change there, and luckily off the board there, off the ice is Wisniewski and Smith. Sims has the puck now. 4 players on the ice now. A 5th player, Zach Svev, joins them. And the puck gets back to Zach Svev. He throws it all the way in with a minute to go. And the onside.
Connor Sitt comes off the ice, so the Titans now with 6 skaters and 55 seconds left.
All right, the extra skater on the ice is Wisniewski. And Udusky has it over to Sims, and Sims just couldn't quite get it, and he blows a tire. 42 seconds, the puck comes out of the zone. Friend to Sabev. Sabev pushes it ahead to Sims. Sims loses that puck. Trevians unable to clear it. Puck bouncing dangerously by the goalie. Weiss is able to pounce on that one. Throws it behind the net to Udusky. Udusky looking for something in front. Throws it in front, and it was loose there and deflected and pushed away. And we're going to get a whistle, and I think the net came off its moorings before the clear.
See if we can see that play again from the goalie's perspective. And just caught the end of it there, and unfortunately. But fortunately, with the goal coming off the mooring, we will get that puck to be dropped into zone here. So
we're going to see a timeout here, I think. Well, maybe not.
Yeah, it looks like it.
Yeah, the sure is going to use its timeout here with 21 seconds. It's always an interesting choice. Do you call a timeout and give the opposite team that's down an opportunity to set up, or do you get your right players out there, or do you let them go and just figure like the benefit of not having any rest or coaching, but be overridden there? But sure decides to call the timeout, and shots are now even on the scoreboard in the ring, although it shows the Trevians up 17-11 here. Titans looking for that late equalizer, 21 seconds. Figure the same group will be out there?
Say that again?
Figure the same group will be out there?
Yeah, I gotta think that first group, although I like your idea of maybe subbing Wisniewski, getting Wisniewski out there. I think he's the sixth skater,
right.
So.
The only other thing I would think of is like you put someone like an Andrew Sabev out, and then immediately off the faceoff you just go to screen the goalie and just cause havoc.
He's a big body. He's strong. Very strong. Can cause some screening opportunities for sure. But
so we'll see what setup they do. Does Weiss win the faceoff back? Does he hold the puck? Try to get it over. Lots of opportunities here. Trevians skating out their first line and their first speed pair. Faceoff is won by Weiss. Udusky gets it back over to Sabev. Sabev shoots, deflected. Weiss had it momentarily. It's still loose, and Sims had it 12 seconds ago. Boucher wrapping it around the boards 9 seconds to go. Friend tries to get underneath. Picked up by Weiss, 4 seconds, it's stuck in the corner there. 2 seconds, and the puck is not going to be able to be moved, and that's going to be the buzzer, the end of the game, and unfortunately the end of the series.
Going to be some extracurriculars happening down in the corner there as time expires. And
Yeah, these two teams have played really close games every single time they've played.
Yeah.
And this one, you know, a turnover on that breakout, a nice move, and it's the only goal of the game. Turns out to be the winner.
All right, folks. Well, thanks again for joining us. We are going to touch gloves here as the series ends, and we'll join you again on Sunday where the Titans take on Stevenson. So thanks again for joining us, and we'll see you soon.
Have a good night.